May 31st has been declared No Tobacco Day by the World Health Organization. The goal isn't just to highlight the dangers of smoking to our health, but also the risks it poses to a country's economy. Dr. Vinayak Prasad is the leading World Health Organization's tobacco-free initiative, and he joins us now from Geneva to talk about the program. So good to speak to you. So what's the importance of this day?
So thank you. The World No Tobacco Day is celebrated every year, and we pick a theme which is most relevant for the moment. We are looking to raise awareness about tobacco being a threat to development. Tobacco control policies can help the development process in the Sustainable Development Goals. So the World No Tobacco Day theme focuses on what is happening outside of the health sector in the impact to the economy, impact to the environment.
So what activities are taking place around the globe to draw attention of people to No Tobacco Day?
So every country celebrates World No Tobacco Day. The governments are celebrating the day to raise awareness. A lot of civil society effort to raise awareness about the harms from tobacco, what can be done to reduce tobacco consumptions, what are the risks associated with it, the economic and environmental damages which are happening. So every country, there's a lot of celebration happening as we speak.
And what is the country where people smoke the most, and why is that?
So in the last 15 to 20 years, there's been change in the demographic of smoking and tobacco use. The consumption in developed countries has gone down. The developing world economies in Asia and the African continent are seeing an increase in tobacco use. This has happened because there are less regulatory policies, and the tobacco industry is now starting to focus on the low-hanging fruits where these regulations are weak.
And we are aware of the environmental damages, but economically, how does it damage a country?
So globally, $1.4 trillion is the economic burden of tobacco. That's almost 1.8% of the GDP. There's a huge health cost burden. There are loss of productivity and livelihood issues. There are damages to the environment, and then there are economic losses because of the tobacco growing, which happens. So farmers are in a poverty cycle. All of that has a net negative impact on the economy in any country.
And is the number of smokers increasing?
So the number of smokers, tobacco users has stayed constant. About 1 billion smokers and about 400 million smokeless and other forms of tobacco. The only increase which is happening, as I mentioned, is in the Middle Eastern region and in African continent, where there's still an increase. The rest of the regions of the world are still stable or seeing a decline.
Well, thank you very much for joining us here on TRT World, Dr. Vinayak Prasad from the World Health Organization there.